It took me a little while to decide what I was going to do in this presidential race. I could have stayed neutral in this race. But last weekend, I came to the conclusion that Barack Obama is clearly the strongest of all those candidates. Clearly the strongest. I know that you want us to get something done, and in 2006, the American people voted essentially to move this country in a different direction. I believe, in all my heart and in my head, I know that Barack Obama is the one candidate among both parties, folks, who in January '09, because of his experiences, because of his temperament, because of how he believes we should approach the issues, will hit the ground running, will work with Congress, and will, in fact, take this country in the direction that you want us to go.
As Senator Obama, my wife and I would be among those people who are undecided, among 3 senators, actually, yourself, Senator Clinton, and Senator Biden. When I listen to the phrases, I think, this is good, this is nice to hear. But then I say, who is going to make the change actually occur in Washington? You know, I don't think those Republicans are going to roll over and play dead.
You don't think Republicans are going to throw flowers at me?
I doubt it somehow.
It's a great question, and I want to address it directly. And there are 2 components to the question. One is governance, and one is electability. I want to address electability first, because I know people think, oh, you know, he's talking about hope all the time, et cetera, but then these mean Republicans are going to come at him. And look, I'd make a couple of points. Number one, I come from Chicago. And, you know, the Chicago politics aren't beanbag, you know. They're pretty tough. Point number 2 is every recent poll shows me beating every single Republican. And there was a poll that came out today. I'm the only candidate who beats every single Republican. So that's important to note. Partly that's because of the fact that I reach out to Republicans and Republicans and independents, even though I stick to my guns when it comes to policy and positions. So that has to do with the electability issue. I think there are a lot of disaffected Republicans right now, a lot of independents who want to see something different, and if we use a different language, we can get those supporters. Now, in terms of governance, politics is a numbers game. It's a game of addition, not subtraction. You can move your agenda if you've got more votes. And if you don't, you lose. And that means if I can persuade some Republicans and some independents that the agenda I'm putting forward as a Democratic president is one that will serve their interests and their values and their ideals, then I will have more clout and more power in Washington to actually do something. Just like Ronald Reagan was able to get Reagan Democrats, I want to get some Obama Republicans, because then we can actually move an agenda forward.